Ladies and gentlemen, what if I told you that the next 6 months could be the turning point of your entire life? What if the next 180 days were designed with such intention, such discipline, such hunger, that they completely transform your future? Most people underestimate what they can do in 6 months and overestimate what they'll do someday. But someday is not on the calendar. Today is your opportunity to say, enough! I'm ready for a new life, a new outcome, a new me. Clarity is the starting point of all success. Without clarity, life becomes a long road to nowhere. Too many people are busy but not productive. They're moving but not advancing. They're working hard, but not toward anything meaningful. So the first step in your 6-month transformation is simple yet profound. Get crystal clear about who you want to become. Not what others expect, not what circumstances allow, but who you decide to be. Because the moment you decide, truly decide, everything begins to shift in your favor. If you don't know the destination, every road looks right. But when you set a clear direction, distractions lose their power and purpose becomes the driver. Ask yourself a powerful question. What kind of person must I become to live the life I desire? Because success is not something you pursue. Success is something you attract by the person you become. And when you define that person with precision, you ignite a fire inside that cannot be easily extinguished. Most people set vague intentions. I want to be successful, I want more money, I want to be happy. But those goals are too foggy to give direction. Be specific. Define your success with details. The more you see it in your mind, the faster you'll hold it in your hands. Create a clear vision of your future self and let that vision guide your actions. What habits does that version of you practice daily? What does their health look like? What skills do they master? What kind of mindset do they carry into every room? If you can't describe it, you can't become it. When you wake up each day with a vivid picture of the life you are building, procrastination loses its appeal. You no longer hit snooze because your purpose is louder than your comfort. You no longer settle for less because your future demands more. Here's the hook. Clarity is not about what you can get. It's about who you can grow into. Growth will give you the results that wishing never will. When your identity changes, your results must follow. No negotiation, no delay. So write down your goals, speak them, visualize them, feel them, treat them like a blueprint, not a fantasy. And remember, a blueprint means nothing if you never start building. This is your moment to draw the line between what was and what will be. Don't let your past define your direction. Let your vision define it. The strongest force in the human personality is the desire to remain consistent with how we see ourselves. So upgrade the way you see yourself. Picture the leader, not the follower. Picture the creator, not the consumer. Picture the champion within you waking up and stepping forward. Every great transformation starts with a declaration. This is who I am becoming. Once clarity is established, the world responds. Opportunities appear. Ideas arrive. People show up. Because life respects direction and rewards the brave. 500 words to say one powerful truth to you. Your future begins the moment you decide who you are destined to become. And that moment is right now. Discipline is the difference between those who dream and those who achieve. Everyone wants success. Everyone wants the reward. But very few are willing to endure the routine that success requires. Motivation might get you started, but discipline keeps you moving when motivation disappears. And trust me, it will disappear. There will be mornings when you don't feel like working, days when excuses seem more comfortable than effort, and moments when quitting feels easier than trying again. In those moments, only discipline can save your future. The hooks of comfort are subtle, pulling you into average without you even noticing. I'll start tomorrow, just this once it won't make a difference. But it always makes a difference. Every choice builds a habit, and habits build your destiny. When you choose discipline today, you choose success tomorrow. When you choose excuses today, you choose regret tomorrow. The pain of discipline weighs ounces, but the pain of regret weighs tons, and regret is a debt you never finish paying. Discipline is your promise to yourself, a promise that your goals matter enough to fight for. When you wake up early, when you read instead of scrolling, when you work instead of wishing, you cast a vote for the future you. Each disciplined action is proof that you believe in what you're building. That belief compounds. Confidence grows. Identity strengthens. You no longer hope you will succeed, you know you will. The secret is to simplify your efforts. Don't try to fix your life in a single day. Focus on the small disciplines that create big changes. One powerful decision made daily becomes unstoppable. You don't have to run a marathon today. Just lace up your shoes and walk. You don't have to master a skill instantly. Just learn one new thing. The direction matters more than the distance. Consistency matters more than intensity. A little better every day creates a life that is unrecognizable in 6 months. Discipline also means saying no to distractions, no to temptations, no to the old version of yourself. Growth requires sacrifice. You can have comfort, or you can have progress, but you can't have both. So choose. Choose what aligns with your highest potential, not your lowest desires. Choose what your future self will be proud of. Choose the work that others avoid, and you'll live the life others only dream about. Here's the real hook. Discipline is freedom disguised as effort. It gives you control over your time, your emotions, your outcomes. It replaces chaotic living with purposeful action. You stop reacting to life and start directing it. And once you taste even a small victory that discipline produces, you'll crave more. Because nothing feels better than knowing you are becoming stronger than your excuses. So let your actions become louder than your intentions. Let discipline become the language you speak every day, not occasionally, not when it's convenient, but when it's difficult. That is where champions are made. That is where transformation begins. Every time you choose discipline, you rewrite your future, one powerful choice at a time. Success is not a solo journey. It is a shared path. You rise or fall to the level of the people you spend the most time around. Your environment is shaping you silently every single day. If you surround yourself with negative thinkers, you'll start doubting possibilities. If you surround yourself with small minds, you'll shrink your dreams to make them comfortable. But when you surround yourself with ambitious people, people who talk about progress, solutions, creation, and growth, success becomes your new normal. Association is a powerful force. It can build you or destroy you. One of the greatest decisions you'll ever make is deciding who gets to influence your life. Look closely at the 5 people you spend the most time with, their attitudes, their mindset, their habits. Whether you realize it or not, that's who you are becoming. If your circle doesn't inspire you, it's not a circle, it's a cage. And success does not come to those who stay trapped. Success to those who choose environments that pull them forward. The hook is simple. If you want to change your life, start by changing your surroundings. Seek the company of those who make you more hungry, not more comfortable. Find mentors who are living the results you desire. Learn from people who challenge you to think bigger, work smarter, and live bolder. When you elevate your associations, you elevate your expectations, and your expectations shape your destiny. There will be moments when you must distance yourself from people you care about. Not because you think you're better, but because you're becoming better. Growth demands separation. Not everyone can handle your transformation. Some people are committed to who you used to be. Some fear your progress because it reminds them of their stagnation. But you must not slow down your growth to keep others comfortable. The cost of staying small is far too high. Protect your energy with the same seriousness you protect your money. Energy is even more valuable. You can recover money, but time and focus never return. Don't let gossipers, complainers, or doubters drain your momentum. Don't let emotional vampires feed on your ambition. Don't let the wrong crowd convince you that your dream is too big or your plan is unrealistic. Most people quit on their goals because they listen to someone who already quit on theirs. Be fearless in choosing the environments that bring out your best. Join rooms where you feel a little overwhelmed. That means there is more to learn, more to achieve, more to become. Aspiration grows when you are surrounded by people who already embody what you're chasing. As Jim Rohn said, success leaves clues. And you find those clues in conversations with people who are living a higher standard. Let this sink in. You become what you're near. So get near excellence. Get near discipline. Get near vision, passion, success, and belief. Because success isn't just taught, it's caught. And the right associations will help you catch a future that once felt impossible. Skill is the currency of the future. The world does not reward wishes, it rewards capability. People get paid for the value they bring, and value comes from the skills you develop. When you choose to learn every day, even just a little, you are stacking advantages that most people will never experience. You don't need to master everything overnight. You only need to become a little better, a little smarter, a little stronger than you were yesterday. And if you do that every day for 6 months, you will become a force that no one can ignore. The hook is powerful. Success does not respond to desire. It responds to preparation. When opportunity shows up, it is already too late to prepare. So build the skills before you need them. Learn communication, because your voice can move people. Learn leadership, because someone must be brave enough to go first. Learn financial literacy, because money flows to those who understand it. Learn self-management, because mastering yourself is the beginning of mastering your destiny. Every new skill increases your earning power, your confidence, and your options in life. Think of your mind as a tool. The sharper it gets, the easier life becomes. One book can change the way you think. One course can change the direction of your career. One new habit can change your level of achievement. Learning is not a chore. It is the gateway to becoming who you were meant to be. Most people stop learning after school. That's why they stop growing. But winners remain students long after the classroom is gone. They are hungry for knowledge. They treat education as a lifelong responsibility. They don't wait for permission to become better. Skill building is also the antidote to fear. When you develop competence, your fears begin to disappear. You no longer hope you can succeed. You know you can. Imagine walking into a room with the confidence that you belong there, not because of luck, but because you worked for the capability to perform. That confidence is earned through countless moments when you choose learning over laziness, growth over comfort, progress over procrastination. This is the kind of investment that multiplies. What you learn today pays you every day for the rest of your life. And the best part? No one can take your skills away from you. They are portable wealth. They travel with you. They protect you during hard times and elevate you during good times. When you know more, you see more. You recognize opportunities others simply overlook. So ask yourself daily, what am I learning that makes me more valuable? Who am I becoming through the knowledge I gain? Because the person who stops learning is the person who silently decides to stop improving. And your future deserves better than a silent surrender. Build the skills that your dreams require. Build the knowledge that strengthens your purpose. The world is waiting for the version of you who shows up prepared, capable, and ready to seize every opportunity that crosses your path. Progress is not an accident. Progress is measured. If you want to transform your life in 6 months, you must become the kind of person who checks the scoreboard. What gets measured gets improved. Yet most people avoid evaluation because it forces them to face the truth. They prefer the illusion of effort over the reality of results. But champions don't hide from the truth. They learn from it. When you measure your progress, you gain power. You discover what's working, what's wasting time, and what needs a new strategy. Imagine building a house but never checking the blueprint. Imagine trying to lose weight but never stepping on a scale. Imagine starting a business but never knowing if you're earning or losing money. It sounds ridiculous, yet that's how many people live their lives. They hope success is happening somewhere behind the scenes, but hope is not a strategy. If you want greatness, you must track your growth with courage and honesty. Here's the minor adjustment today can prevent a major failure tomorrow. And a small improvement today can create a major breakthrough 6 months from now. When you review your actions each week, you learn. When you review your habits each month, you evolve. And when you review your life each 6 months, you transform. Every evaluation is a step forward, as long as you use it to adjust, not to judge yourself. Momentum is the reward of consistent results. It's when your habits begin to carry you. You no longer struggle to start. Your daily discipline becomes automatic. You wake up eager instead of exhausted. You move with purpose instead of hesitation. The hard part is the beginning, when the results are invisible. But once momentum arrives, success begins to speed up. A day of progress becomes 2. A small win becomes a big win. You go from surviving to thriving, and you start to feel unstoppable. Most people quit just before momentum kicks in. They say, "This isn't working," when they're only one more push away from a breakthrough. They let temporary difficulty distract them from permanent success. But you are not like most people. You are choosing measurement over mediocrity. You are choosing accountability over excuses. You are choosing growth over comfort. That alone puts you on the path to victory. Track your goals. Track your habits. Track your energy, your skills, your mindset. Celebrate the wins, even the small ones, because they compound. And when something isn't working, don't quit the goal. Fix the approach. Winners make adjustments. Losers make excuses. Winners feel the pressure and keep moving. Losers feel the pressure and surrender. The scoreboard reveals who you are becoming. So face it, embrace it, learn from it. 6 months of measurement and momentum can rewrite your destiny. Let every day be proof that you are committed. Let every week be a chapter of progress. And let every month be a reminder that you are moving closer to the life you deserve. The power to advance is already in your hands, and every honest evaluation brings you one step closer to your future.